Hi, everyone. So let's do a reading for the weekend ahead. So my intention for this reading is to cover the next 3 days approximately from whenever you are watching this and or the weekend ahead, depending on when you're watching it. So first I would like to shuffle these to see if we can get one ancestor message. So what we have is bad timing. So there's something here about the timing of something that you may feel already going into the weekend that something isn't the right time. This is also giving me the feeling of stop rushing things. So if you feel like you're rushing something or something isn't coming into fruition the way that you were expecting it to, this bad timing is giving me that too, to just slow down and don't rush something because everything happens in its own time. And look at that. Speaking of waiting for something, there's the Seven of Pentacles just randomly at the bottom of the deck. Randomly, not so randomly. So, but I do have 4 tarot decks here, 3 of which I will use for clarification. And let's just see what kinds of energies are waiting for us for the weekend ahead and or the next 3 days from when you're seeing this. So we're starting with Temperance. Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Underneath, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Underneath everything is the Magician. So this is giving me the impression that you could be unconsciously manifesting a lot right now. This feels like a time where you're bringing in a lot of things, but I don't even know if you realize it. So let's see how this all fits together, especially the bad timing card. But I do get the sense that you're manifesting in things, but I feel like you're not giving yourself enough importance. So perhaps you're overgiving, you're giving too much to other people. But I do get the sense that you have to remember your own importance is the message that I'm getting from there. And if you're going through something right now, or if it feels like you're waiting forever for something, I'm getting this idea of like a flower that has to sprout first and then push its way up through the dirt and then just get the right amount of water and the right amount of sunshine before it turns into this beautiful flower, which is the same energy that that 7 of Pentacles was giving me. That it's not that it's not going to happen. It's just the idea that you have to have patience and wait for it. The Temperance card is also a card of patience. And so I do feel like there's something there. There's a strong message coming through to stop rushing things because it is coming. I like that the 9 of Pentacles is here because you are feeling lucky, I think, right now. I think that you know something is coming in. You are manifesting in. I think you're aware that you are, but I think that's why you're confused about why it's not come in yet, because you're thinking to yourself, I can feel it coming. I know it's coming. Something is coming in, but why isn't it then? Am I wrong? But I think you're right that you do have some kind of good fortune coming in for you, or something that you took a chance on is coming, but it's not the right time. There's something else that has to happen before it can come in. But I do get the sense that when it does come in, it's going to feel like a surprise. So you're being asked to focus on other things right now. You're being asked to focus on being patient is what I'm very strongly getting with Temperance, but also while you're waiting, it feels like this is a really good time for you to really envision what it looks like. So picture with the 3 of Cups, you celebrating with your friends or going out to traveling the world because you just did something that was so incredible that you want to just go shout it from the rooftops and you want to take the trip of a lifetime, or you want to throw a hotel party or whatever it is you might do to celebrate, or even with just your closest friends having a dinner party just to celebrate your successes. So with the Temperance and the 3 of Cups, I'm getting that strongly to pretend like it already happened and to really envision yourself celebrating it. Envision yourself falling to your knees because you're so excited that it finally came in. That's what this is giving me. But I do think the challenge again is that you keep expecting it to show up, like this Ace of Pentacles. You keep expecting it when you wake up for it to be there, whatever that is. So if you're manifesting in a new love partner, if you're manifesting in new friends, if you're manifesting clients for your business, make it make sense for you. But I feel like your challenge is you're focused so much on that you're not really allowing yourself with the Six of Swords to envision what it will look like when you're actually there. Once you've escaped this feeling of waiting and impatience, to move away from thinking about that. So in other words, take your eyes off the prize right now and just envision what it looks like if you're already there. Because I think just focusing on the end game with the Eight of Pentacles and not the journey, because I do believe this Six of Swords is representing your journey. If you're only focusing on the end game, it's going to keep things stuck. So I do think that this situation that you're in, whatever you're manifesting in, is beginning to stabilize, is starting to actualize. But there's more about the vision and the journey that you have to focus on, and stop focusing on the finish line. Just focus on wherever you are right now in the journey. A message that's coming through though is not to stop working and don't take shortcuts. So whatever you have been doing every single day to manifest this in, whether it's affirmations, whether it's building a business, whether it's marketing so that you can get more clients, make that part make sense for you. But whatever you have been doing diligently over and over and over again, and it looks like you're content doing that. So the message is, don't stop doing that, because you are moving in the right direction. This is growing. So don't be discouraged by the fact that it hasn't come in yet, because it is coming in. So again, don't take shortcuts. Don't give up. Stay disciplined. Don't say to yourself, well, this isn't working, so I'm just going to stop. This is very clearly coming through. So really use your intuition to discern the truth of this situation, to know that your manifestations are coming in. It just requires time, and stop rushing things. Keep doing exactly what you've been doing. So if you're running a marathon, for example, don't focus on that finish line. Focus on one foot in front of the other and the pavement that you're on right now. Because if you keep doing that, one foot in front of the other, then eventually you will hit the finish line. But if you think about the finish line, it might just frustrate you that you're not there yet. So I see the potential outcome for this weekend is a bit of unrest versus peace. So I feel like you will fluctuate this weekend between thinking it's never going to come and realizing that you just have to be patient and peaceful. The Five of Wands is about stress. It can be about turbulence. It can be about tension. Sometimes it can be about arguments, but I don't see anyone else in this spread. This is you and you alone here. So I feel like the arguments are with yourself. And I think it's what we just hit on, is that you're fluctuating between saying, I should just give this up because it's going nowhere, but also stabilizing your emotions enough to know that, hey, wait a second, if I focus, if I envision. The Four of Cups can also be a card of meditation. So I feel like if you just kind of absorb all of what you have already done, the foundations that you've already laid with whatever this is that you're manifesting, and continue to keep working on it, it will help to calm down some of these tense feelings and argumentative ideas in your own head between, I'm just going to throw in the towel and give up because it's not happening. Because the cards are very clearly telling me it is happening. So keep going. So I would like to get some clarifiers. And I'm going to use these 3 tarot decks for that. So yeah, I just keep getting this idea of patience, and keep working and keep holding a strong vision. With this 3 of Cups, I just keep seeing you celebrating. So I feel like that's the vision you're meant to hold, is to whatever you would do to celebrate this huge win. Picture that celebration. So Temperance with the 3 of Cups is coming in with the 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the World, which I'm going to flip over, The world is telling me that this thing is going to come to fruition for you if you hold that vision. But the problem with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands is that you have difficulty holding that vision. You have difficulty seeing because it feels like it's not happening. You have difficulty seeing the end. You have difficulty seeing that you are going to cross that finish line. So again, the advice is to, well, then in that case, just look at the pavement that's right in front of you. What can you do right now? What have you been doing? Because the cards are saying whatever you have been doing, to keep doing that. Don't take shortcuts and don't talk yourself out of it. The Five of Swords and the Five of Wands are very easy ways to talk yourself out of something. Your mind starts playing tricks on you and saying, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting tired. I'm getting exhausted from doing the same thing over and over, and I don't think it's going anywhere. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. The Two of Wands is about a change of plans. And I think, again, this is saying don't change your plan. Keep moving forward with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is on a path of service. It's someone who is chasing down their truth. And it feels to me like that's part of your journey. The Knight of Swords is in this Six of Swords boat here on their journey. And it's your wish. It's what you want. It's what you're manifesting. And that's what we're talking about. We're seeing the Magician and the Nine of Cups, which is how I know your manifestations are coming in. You just have to stay on the journey. Again, this metaphor of you just putting your feet on the pavement in front of you, because eventually that last foot forward is going to be across that finish line. So don't stop. The Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and there's that Two of Wands again. So this is how I know you're fluctuating between quitting and keeping going. And the cards are saying, please keep going, because take on the weight. So the Knight of Pentacles is coming in with the Ten of Wands. That is someone who works hard, works diligently, shows up every day, rolls up their sleeves, gets their hands dirty, crosses the T's, dots the I's, even when there are 10 wands on their back, even when they're feeling overwhelmed and they can't do it anymore. They do it anyway, because that is what the Knight of Pentacles does. They show up every single day and they don't take shortcuts. And that is the message that has been coming through very strongly for this reading. The Five of Wands and the Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, which I'm going to flip over, and there's that Ace of Pentacles again. There's your finish line that we've been talking about. The Ace of Pentacles is that finish line. And if you just build this foundation one brick at a time with the Four of Pentacles, set the foundations. In fact, what I'm also getting from the Four of Pentacles is an idea that you should celebrate the milestones that you already have, which again brings me back to this Three of Cups and the Page and the Ace of Pentacles. Celebrate what you've already done. If you've already established the business, if you've already made the website, if you already have a few clients, celebrate that. Use that as momentum to keep building, keep putting one foot in front of the other. The Queen of Cups is here reminding us that you love this thing that you're doing. This is a labor of love, that this is something that you have a lot of pride in, something that you want more than anything. And let that also be the motivator, because you're going to hit that finish line. It's just with bad timing, it's telling me it's not time right now. Keep going. You still have miles in front of you of pavement to hit, but you're going to get there, and you're going to be so happy when you do. So don't give up. Don't take shortcuts. Do the thing. Keep doing you. Wow. So that is your reading for the weekend. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to my channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.